Hello and welcome to another episode of the Boop Dungeons! Woo! Yay! I promise, I really do promise to all of my players tonight that I will not inflict any personal trauma on any of you. Any trauma you deal with today is all you're doing, so I refuse the blame. So, I guess we'll start with some introductions. Recon.
Hello, I'm Reckon, and Hikaru, and Damaged. This is the start of reparations.
I'm going to make it up to you all.
You'd better.
Phineas.
Hi, I'm Wes, also Phineas in the game, and yeah, everything's fine.
Everything will be fine. You're still dealing with a bit of trauma from a little session in between.
Yep, everything's fine.
With our next player, Perry.
Hi, I'm Chrissy. I'm Perry. And I'm okay. I have a lot of trauma. And it's I'm okay. I think.
I think I may have made a few in-game players fall out a little bit, so bad N. Trefo.
Hello, I'm Jake, also known as Arkham. Hold on, let me put my teeth back in. I'm Jake, also known as Arkham fan. I play Trefo, and I'm still trying to recover from what happened last time. So let's hope there's no trauma.
Well, you're technically still brand new with the party. Like, how many of them do you actually know, and who do you trust? Because, like, they met you inside the dungeon, and you had no choice but to go along with these people. So
I don't know who to trust anymore.
How
I don't
does
know what's
Trefo
real.
feel?
Trefo feels weird. I don't know anymore.
Well, speaking of weird, we have Maisie up next.
Thanks for that introduction. I mean, you're not wrong. I'm Ian. I'm also weird. I play Maisie, the chaotic librarian, and nothing is fine. Everything is bullshit, and I won't be told otherwise.
Especially with
But is it real?
the law bomb we dropped on you before session.
Yeah, I'm going to try and avoid that for as long as
Meow.
possible.
Macy just needs a good book, and then she will be fine. Hopefully.
And
Maisie
finally,
needs
today we are introducing a brand new character in the Tower of Divinity series. Everything may not be as it seems with this one. Kat, would you
Don't
like to
say that.
introduce your character?
Hi, I'm Kat. I play Kalinxi. Well, I will be playing Kalinxi. I would say be kind because I'm new, but with everyone being traumatized, I don't have high hopes.
She's not wrong.
I will try and be good.
You're gonna do fantastic.
Meow.
Yeah.
You're surrounded by these seasoned players who are not traumatized one bit.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Seasoned, cooked, battered, I don't know.
I don't know about the whole not traumatized part. I think Neil is I think Boop is lying about that part. But yeah, we're totally not traumatized. We're fine.
Nah, you're just acting traumatized.
I don't believe any of you.
Yep, acting traumatized.
Let's
That's
not
what all
scare
those
off the new players
mid-session calls were.
So, speaking of trauma, I know I said I wouldn't give any trauma out to you, but we do have to deal with a little bit of trauma from the Halloween special because something bad happened to Leaf. He got his throat slashed
To Leaf.
by somebody that is playing today.
I wonder who that is.
Who would do that?
No idea.
Without the realization that it was actually slashing real Leaf's throat. And although Hikaru was somehow managed to save Leaf and resuscitate him, and in doing so has cocooned himself inside this flower and is currently unresponsive. Leaf is now stable in hospital, and Recon has not left his side since. Hikaru, still in the cocoon, laid side by side with Leaf in the hospital. And that is where we're going to be starting our session today.
Totally no trauma. Fine.
Yeah, definitely no trauma.
As we go, just ignore the name as well. Back to the asylum! As we are joined in the hospital's bedside, Recon sobbing gently into a leaf that is laid motionless, as Trefo and Maisie walk through the door.
I have got a really weird view of Foundry, where all the graphics have disappeared, but I think this one's me. Oh no, I can't
Everybody
see
can
it
see,
all.
right?
I've just got a blob in the middle and some graphic representations. Maybe I try restart Friday. Give me 1 sec.
While Maisie is restarting her Chantry, I'm just going to point out that the music that you're currently listening to is called Fading Hope.
Yep.
Definitely no flashbacks at all.
Everything's fine.
I mean, he did say we had to deal with a bit of trauma.
Yep. I also remember N saying, I'm not going to traumatize you anymore, and this is the start of me making it better. Takes us immediately back to the asylum, plays a song called Fading Hope, and has Recon crying into Still Leaf and
tells
the car
that
bloody chrysalis.
we need to deal with a little bit of trauma as well, so...
I mean, it needs to get worse before it gets better. This is the start of the healing process.
Does it?
This is the start of the healing process. Go with it.
Accept your healing.
I don't really like your way of working. The whole we need to deal with the trauma and get healing by adding more trauma.
It's all good.
Trefo is just walking up to see Hikaru and Recon and Leaf on the bed.
Leaf kind of... Leaf doesn't do anything. Recon kind of glances... Oh god, no. Recon kind of glances up and gives you a very weak smile. And you can see that his eyes are a little bit bloodshot. And... yeah, he looks like he hasn't slept properly for a couple of days.
Hey, how are you holding up, buddy? You doing alright?
He's neither of them are awake yet.
Awake? You look like you've not slept in days. You need rest.
I can't leave them. I need to apologise, and I need to be here when Hikaru wakes up.
Aye, I know that, man. But you need your rest as well. You've been through a lot. You need to make sure you look after yourself as well.
I suppose.
And Trefo likes to give Recon a bit of a hug.
Recon just goes with it.
Don't worry, bud. You'll be alright. We'll be here. Once everyone's back, we'll be alright. Things will look better.
Thank you for coming.
It's alright. Don't worry about it.
I just wish I knew how to wake Hikaru up, and I don't know what happened.
I know you. I know. I wouldn't know how to wake him up either. But I know there's a way. If there's a will, there's a way. You'll be fine, mate. You'll be fine. His Truffaut is just giving him the hand on the shoulder for reassurance.
Recon kind of closes his eyes a little bit and then opens them really slowly, making it very obvious that he's exhausted, and just kind of leans down and whispers something to Leaf.
How's your little buddy holding up? Is he any news on him?
He's still out. They said that he's been healed, but just he's not awake yet.
That's good. He'll probably need some rest as well. He'll be alright. You know he'll be alright.
Is there any news on the demon?
No, not that I know of. No. I'm still just. I'm just, just a bit. Still don't know what's going on.
No, you met us at an interesting time.
Aye.
It's not normally like this.
How do you mean? Not normally like this?
Well, like, we don't normally attack each other.
No, are you good pals?
Me and Leaf.
Aye.
Yeah, I've been with Leaf from the start, and he helped me here, and we've just been really good friends, and I don't really know what happened.
Aye, that's fine. So, you know what helps me feel a little bit better?
What?
Thinking about happy times. And just remember...
Like the time we tied ourselves to a tree.
Aye, like the time you tied yourselves to a tree. I always remember my wife and my kid. My wife Lisa and my kid Julius. We had such amazing times together. I always remember I always take my child down to the stream. I always try and make sure to teach him how to fish. And he'd always drop the rod. He'd never be able to hold it by himself, but I'd always make sure I'd help him out. That's what keeps me going.
Where are they now?
Let's just say they're not here. They've not been here for a while.
Oh.
But
I'm
they're
sorry.
always here. You no need to apologise, bud. You're right, but I know they're always here right beside me whenever I think about them. If they're still asleep, they're still here when you think about them. Like what you said, like what I said, think about the happy times, and like what you said when you tied yourselves to a tree. Think about that, and they'll always be there no matter what. No matter if they're sleeping, dreaming, anything like that, they will always be by your side.
Yeah.
Get myself a little bit teary myself, to be honest.
I mean, Leaf could wake up. Hikaru could wake up.
Aye.
I hope they do.
They will wake up. I'm pretty sure of that. They will wake up. And once they wake up, it'll be a bit better. You'll be alright. Don't worry. You're in safe hands. With good company, and you know they're going to get better.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Aye.
And I'll be able to apologise and...
I'm sure he'll forgive you. I'm 100% sure of that. As Truffaut gives him another hug.
Recon kind of leans into this one a little bit. I should check on Hikaru and make sure he's okay. Thanks, Truffaut.
Anytime.
Recon moves around to the foot of the bed and just starts absent-mindedly stroking Hikaru.
You feel a very soft vibration, almost like a purr.
Oh. I lean down and close my eyes and just concentrate on listening very closely to Hikaru.
Roll a perception. You hear quite a strong heartbeat, and you think you might hear a little bit of rustling around, as if Hikaru's moving.
Recon picks up Hikaru and clutches him to his chest.
As you do so, Phineas walks through the door.
Okay.
Hi. I didn't think anyone else would be here except for you, Recon. Hi, Truffaut.
Yeah, right, Phineas, how you doing? How are you managing?
I'm holding on. How's Leaf doing?
He seems to be doing okay.
He's stable. He's not awake yet though. Can you hear that? I kind of hold Hikaru up to Phineas's ear.
Phineas, roll perception.
Don't hear anything.
You hear the exact same, quite a strong heartbeat, and almost as if something's moving inside.
But the progress, it sounds like he's doing good, Recon. I think that's good news.
I knew it wasn't just me. I knew I could hear him.
Yeah, he's definitely very active in there. It sounds getting along quite nicely.
Recon kind of clutches Hikaru to his chest and starts whispering under his breath. You just hear him whispering, "Come on, Hikaru, you can do it. You can do it."
Roll a d100, please.
Why are you making me roll for things?
Cool.
Don't know if that's good or bad.
As you're close to Hikaru's cocoon, whispering these things, you physically feel Hikaru move, and you actually think you hear a slight snap, like a twig breaking from inside. You look closer, and you can see the smallest of holes in the smallest of hole forming in the leaves.
Hikaru? How big is the hole?
It's very tiny. It's more like a tear in the leaves.
Okay.
A very small tear.
I will rub my thumb around the outside of the tear. Careful not to like poke it or anything, but just like rub it just on the outside to see if I can help move it in any way. But I'm not gonna try and rip the thing open.
You feel a very gentle warmth coming from the small tear as you sort of rub your thumb over this tear. I believe Maisie now walks in. Yes? Now we've sorted Maisie out.
Maisie's unbroken. Well, that's a bold statement, isn't it? Are you still moping about in here? Frankly, I was hiding outside because I thought Perry might turn up. For no reason.
Maisie, you're right. How are you holding up? You doing alright?
Ask me when I decide whether or not it was me that caused the end of the world. Not great. Been better. Not great.
Maisie, I think Hikaru is coming back. Recon turns and just holds up the chrysalis in Maisie's face.
I will look at the chrysalis in my face.
Yep, Recon's pushing it a little bit too close to you. Like,
Are you looking at anything in particular?
I don't know, whatever part's in my face. I guess I'm looking to see if there's anything different about Hikaru since I last saw the chrysalis.
The colour seems to have dulled slightly, but only very slightly. Like before it was a brilliant white, and now the leaves seem to have greyed slightly.
Humming along lovely there. Yes.
I don't know what it means, but like, maybe he'll be okay.
Now, in my experience, chrysalis signifies change, not an end. So, I suspect he'll be fine.
Very exhausted Recon just kind of smiles and goes back to hugging the chrysalis and just whispering directly into the tear that's appeared now.
Maisie's gonna put her hand on his shoulder and just lean down and go, "Look, I don't want to be that person, but when was the last time you had some air about you? Or I don't know, maybe some water about you?"
Lisbeth brought me a meal this morning, but I don't want to leave Leaf and Hikaru until they're okay.
What is your presence doing for them just now?
They know that I'm here and that I want.
Do you
sorry.
think Leaf would want you to mope here for however long he's going to be lying there like the lazy so-and-so he is being?
I mean, I don't know.
How about we go outside to this festival just for a few hours. Just to take your mind off, and you can come straight back here. I think a little bit of air, a little bit of perspective could help you to help them more.
I mean, I guess I don't want him to think that I don't care, though.
I think if he knows you've been here and he's heard what you've been saying, he knows how deeply you care. That's not going to change.
Recon just kind of sits at the foot of the bed looking at Leaf, and like then after a few minutes this look of like something clicks in his eyes, and you see Recon reach for his dagger. I can make sure that he knows that I'm here. Recon brings his dagger up and cuts off his braid.
Recon is now braidless.
Lucy, you still watching? Artwork.
Yep. Loso hates me. Recon goes around to Leaf's side, and with the braid, kind of lays it flat underneath Leaf's wrist, and then ties it around his wrist. And just clasps his hand and closes his eyes for a few moments.
Roll a perception, Recon.
Oh dear. Yeah.
It's almost like you felt Leaf's hand squeeze back, just very gently. But I would notice. I would say that you now notice that Leaf seems to have a small smile on his face at this point.
Recon's heart skips a beat, but just in case his mind is playing tricks on him and this isn't happening, he doesn't say anything. Just feels very good inside.
At this point, I would say that all of you notice the cocoon at the bottom of the bed. It seems to have a bright light coming from within, starting off really dim, getting brighter and brighter.
How many Icars have exploded in the past? Just a side question.
None?
Excellent.
There's only one Ikaru. He doesn't explode.
Perfect.
Do you think is he not going to be okay?
I want to touch the chrysalis to see if it's like warm or anything, because there's lots of light.
Seems to be very active.
Maisie,
Yes.
like how are you touching it? Like very with a finger or your whole paw?
Oh, we're not going full Maisie and throwing myself against the chrysalis here. I'm touching with the end of a finger tentatively to check.
Then in that case, could you roll sleight of hand, please?
Oh, no.
So you touch the chrysalid with ever so much care. You feel the warmth coming from this chrysalid, but it's not like a fiery heat. It's more passionate, like they care, like you get good vibes coming from it. And as you do touch this and feel this warmth, where you touched it, the chrysalid kind of crumbles in on itself slightly.
Moving away.
As you retract, the cocoon crumbles more.
Macy, what did you do?
Moving away.
What's happening?
Moving away.
Macy broke Hikaru.
As a flash of bright light makes you all sort of cover your eyes slightly. As you look back, there's nothing but a pile of dust and a very happy Hikaru staring at Recon.
Oh, thank goodness.
Not an okay way to say that sentence.
Right?
I know, right?
Hikaru! Recon immediately just jumps on Hikaru and like hugs him. Hikaru is busy licking Recon's neck and face.
See, what did I tell you? He'd be alright.
People observant enough might even see a hint of a smile on Phineas's face.
Anyone looking at Recon just sees big fat tears streaming down his face as he just sobs openly, hugging Hikaru.
I wanted on this hug, actually. Oh, not that one.
Macy, you saved him. He was trapped and you got him out.
I think he saved himself. I just helped him along.
Hikaru jumps out of Recon's arms and nuzzles into Macy.
Oh.
What?
Well, I like this new hairdo.
Jumps back onto Recon and then looks down at Leaf and jumps onto the bed and just kind of nuzzles into Leaf, just sort of poking him with his nose and licking his cheek gently.
Could you all roll perception?
All of us, she said.
Mm-hmm.
Including Hikaru?
Hikaru's fine.
Okay.
Ooh.
Truffaut's too
Everybody
busy
but
watching
Truffaut would notice Lee's finger twitch as Hikaru licks his face.
I think he's gonna be okay.
You saw that, right?
So what?
I think I did.
Yes.
His finger moved.
I didn't see a finger move. But if you saw it, then it must have happened.
Need to work on your delivery, I think. Now, Maisie and medicine. Let's do this. Okay. By Maisie logic, I want to lift up one of Leaf's feet and then drop it down again just to see what happens.
Exactly what you said. You lift up her feet and drop it down onto the bed.
Okay, so progress, but not quite awake yet.
We should give the boy some time to rest.
Macy, maybe you were right. Maybe I should get some air and
And
I'll
I think
I'll come with you to
Hikaru
the
could do with
festival.
some air.
yeah, we can
Spread his wings a bit.
go to the festival and come check on Leaf afterwards, okay?
Yeah, I'll come with you after.
Recon kneels down, picks up Leaf's hand, holds it for a moment, closes his eyes, and then stands and walks towards the door.
As you were holding his hand, you definitely know without a shadow of a doubt he squeezed back just slightly. And this gives you great comfort.
When you see Recon stand, he's got like a big smile on his face. Very tired smile, but a big smile on his face.
So, as you all say goodbye to Leaf on your way to the festival, we will jump over to the festival as you rejoin Perry. I think that's the only one missing. As Perry seems to be stood outside the entrance. Can everybody see?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Aye.
Ikaru, seeing Perry, immediately jumps off of Recon's face and onto her shoulder, where he nuzzles into her cheek.
Perry just kind of like half shouts, "Oi, Karu!" She like kind of cuddles him to herself, and also gives Reckon a quick hug as a way of saying, "Oh, like you're okay."
Recon squeezes back and whispers that he felt Leaf squeeze his hand.
Perry squeezes Reckon's hand and whispers back, saying, I knew he was never gonna give up on us."
So, Maisie, what's this? What's the festival?
It's a festival of remembrance for the fallen.
Where we pay tribute to the people that we've lost, as a way of like getting closure.
And it turns out we were amongst a few of the lucky ones to come back.
Who did we lose?
There was not many from our team, but we weren't the only team there.
Phineas just looks over at Trifo.
Oh, my team, right? Aye.
Just for context, since you've come back out of the tower, nobody has seen the rest of your team, Trefo. They are still presumed dead.
It might be my team. I've still not seen them. I have to assume that they're dead.
You should definitely pay tribute to them.
There's another couple of people I'd like to pay tribute to as well.
Oh, I'd like to as well, Trifo.
Thank you. Anyway, shall we? Should we go into the festival then?
Yes, I think we should get a move on.
Let's go then.
You head into the forest, past a couple of pumpkins, some jack-o'-lanterns, with a soft glow. Into the festival. Before you see a grand stage to the right. A strange, somewhat fighting pit to your left. And the smell of all the food just hits your noses all at once. It smells amazing.
been a while since we've had a good meal.
Oh, it smells amazing. Oh,
I forgot my festival jelly beans.
jelly beans.
Oh, they were really good. Well, actually, the day after they weren't that great, but they were really good for getting up trees and then jumping across trees and then coming down trees and then finding other things.
Actually, sounds quite nice.
That wasn't ominous at all.
Carry on.
So, I'm not going to be fighting today. Feel free.
It's a shame we didn't bring the little one. He did not do very well, but he was definitely entertaining to watch last time.
Listen, he has a lot of potential. Like, that blade does things that I didn't expect.
It didn't help him from getting his ass kicked, but yes.
Well, I mean, let's not count who got thrown where how many times when.
I think it's best we don't talk about that.
Or who released big evils, or maybe turned an ally against. We didn't keep score on these things, is what I'm saying. It just gets messy.
What do you think all of the events are this time round?
A show, many food, some fight.
They look creepy.
That was a bit judgy, but you're not wrong.
Maisie,
What?
roll a history check. Never mind.
I know nothing.
With your knowledge, you know nothing.
Have we not established that quite firmly in universe already?
I mean,
I don't know why I said that in character voice, but there you go.
I'll give you a saving grace here. Perry, could you roll history, please?
Of course.
It's not going to tell me.
exactly. We're not gonna find out.
You're saying?
Perry, you remember a book that Maisie taught you how to read about the festival, about the Lost Rites Lost Rites Fair. You know, because you remember the pictures of these two masks that you can see on stage. They're supposed to represent the many different ways that people grieve. Like, some people rejoice in the fact that they had a full life, and other people's just roll with the somberness of the mourning stage. You know that everybody reacts differently towards the passing of life, and that is what these two masks on stage represent.
Well, I'm gonna keep that to myself for now. That information.
Fair?
Is there any sign that says group therapy anywhere? Just thought I'd ask.
I'm pretty sure that's what the tables and all the food are for. And look, it seems like there's some familiar people out there. As Phineas winks at Recon.
Uh-huh.
Oh. Recon blushes a bit and immediately starts looking round at the floor for no reason whatsoever. But anyone watching him closely would notice him looking for something.
Are you hungry?
No, I was looking for, like, a flower or... Do I see any flowers?
Can I help him spot a pretty flower?
Hey, seen here.
I love this group effort.
I know what he's going for.
There don't appear to be any flowers that haven't wilted around on the ground.
Pretty mushrooms it is.
No,
But
not
Phineas, I'm just sending you a quick message.
Oh.
Oh god.
And the trauma begins.
I mean, begins, continues.
Phineas just starts looking through his backpack and grabs something out of it. I don't know if you noticed, but as he walks over to the tree line, he then comes back to Rekka, and he hands him the one flower. It's one singular, almost a rose, more like a peony.
It could be any flower you want.
Well, I just picked a peony, so there you go. And it's a very bright pink. Stands out, doesn't look like anything in the surrounding.
You've definitely not seen a flower like this before. Even though you know the type of flower, it definitely doesn't look like a normal one.
I put it in Rekon's hand and say, maybe we should give this to someone.
Where did you find this?
It was just out there. Don't worry about it. There was just the one left for this season.
Rekon brings it to his nose and sniffs it.
Smells just like a peony.
Blushing, Rekon looks up at Phineas and puts on a really brave, determined face and goes, "Thanks, Phineas.
I just want to just add a bit of information there as well. It smells like a peony, as if it was still spring.
Oh wow, okay. So it smells very, very, very fresh.
Very fresh, yes.
Okay. Yeah, so Rekon just kind of puts on this really brave, determined face that's really cute, because he doesn't do it very often. And kind of nods to himself and walks off past the fighting pit, and just kind of hangs around watching the fighting pit but glancing over his shoulder.
What's everybody else doing? I assume Phineas is following?
Phineas is following. Phineas wants to see what's happening.
Truffaut's trying to find a bunch of flowers so he can pay respects to someone.
There don't seem to be any flowers around. All of them seem to have been wilted. You have no idea where Phineas pulled that flower from.
Mm-hmm. Truffaut would follow Phineas then.
Maisie?
Maisie would do that awkward thing of like heading to watch the show, see Perry and go, oh,
Oh dear.
I guess I'll see what's over here then, for no reason at all. And take a look at what's back here.
Back here there seems to be various stalls with sweet treats on some, and some very basic combat gear on the other.
Never a bookshop at one of these things, is there?
Could you roll perception, please?
Yes. No.
Maisie, you feel a chilling cold wind just breeze past your neck. It makes your hair stand up.
Did not enjoy. Or on fire.
Harry, you
Yes?
appear to have sat down to watch the show, of which you remember reading about these. They represent the emotions of grieving. You've only read books about it. You've never seen actual representations of them. They appear to be dancing around to cheering music and just generally having a good time, putting on a little bit of a show for people. Are you just watching the show in silence?
For now, yeah.
Okay. Where's Trefo gone? Trefo, you're also watching.
Aye, by the stage.
Right next to a fellow Tabaxian. You have no idea what these masks are supposed to be. You just see pretty colours and think, ooh, pretty colours.
Pretty much sounds like me. And Truffaut whispers into the person sat next to me and just asks them, like, what's with the colourful masks? They look pretty, but do they mean something?
Oh, these are the grievers, dearie.
Beavers?
Yes, they represent grieving. Oh, they do lay so gay. I love it.
Hey, they do like they're having a funky time up there. I like it.
Is this your first time at the fair?
Hey, it's my first time here. Yeah, it's just nice. It's nice watching this, and
Oh,
the food smells amazing as well.
if you're here, dearie, it must mean you've lost someone, so I do apologize, and I hope we can meet on better terms, but at least you're here to say goodbye to them and deal with it. That's what this is about, dearie.
I'm sure they would have loved to been here. They would have loved it.
I'm sure they would.
This Trevor is just a bit looking a bit down, but not enough for the person to notice.
So do you have your coin yet, dearie?
Coin?
Aye, your coin.
Didn't you know that about a coin?
Oh, but this really is your first time. Oh lord. See, what you need to do is you need to go back to the statue of the divine at the very back, just through that clearing, dearie. And there's hundreds of these coins. They're not money, but they are in a sense. They're supposed to pay the fare for your loved ones to the other side. What you do with the coins is you throw it in the lake, you see. And then later there's such a huge show, and it's so beautiful. It makes me cry every time.
I bet it's a nice thing to watch.
It's
I'll
so
have to go and get
beautiful.
one of these coins in.
You do that. You say goodbye to your friends. But don't forget, this is also a season about carrying on. you're still here, my dear. We say goodbye and we move on. And do our best for our loved ones.
Aye.
As the red one on stage sort of looks like it trips, and the tabaxi sort of giggles to herself.
Right, well, I better go grab one of these coins then. Was it back? Whereabouts did you say it was? Was it by the clearing?
She just points over to a small clearing behind you, just next to the stalls.
Thank you. It was lovely talking to you. I hope you have a nice time at the festival.
I hope you get to say goodbye as you deserve, dearie.
I hope so too. I hope you get to say goodbye to your loved ones as well.
I'm sure I will, dear.
Take care.
Have a good time, and don't forget, there'll be the competition to. You have to tell the tales of your loved ones soon.
I'll try not to forget.
Oh, I do love hearing about the feats of all the people. Goodbye!
Goodbye.
Recon.
Recon is like watching the fighting pit and glancing over his shoulder. If Phineas looked over, he'd see that Recon's face is a little bit shiny, and there seems to be a slightly darker patch around his neck where his shirt looks a bit damp.
Phineas is totally pretending to look at the fight while he's just constantly keeping an eye on Recon. And he steps up and he's like, "Are you okay, buddy? You seem to be getting, as he touches the back of your neck, and it's like a little damp."
She's... Do you think she's with that guy?
What, the angry-looking guy? No, I don't think so. And besides, we won't know unless we go and find out.
I don't want to interrupt, and what if she doesn't like the flower, and what if,
The flower is lovely. She will love it. And if you want, I will go and sit next to that rude guy and I'll distract him for you. So you can have a chat with her alone.
Would you do that?
Absolutely. For a chance to see how this plays out, 100%.
What do you mean?
Nothing. I just want to see this to a happy ending. I need some happiness in my life.
Have you not made up with Perry yet?
No, she still won't talk to me.
Do you want me to try and talk to her?
I'm sure we'll get there when she's ready. If she'll be ready. But for now, we should focus on getting that wonderful flower to Elizabeth.
Phineas, I feel like... Do you want to give the flower to Perry to say sorry?
As much as I would love to tell her I'm sorry, a flower is not going to make up for what I did. The flower is for you. The flower is for you to give to Elizabeth. Me and Perry will be fine. As much as I tell her she's not, she really is like a sister to me. So I have no doubt that we'll end up being okay.
Okay. Well, okay, go talk to that guy and, give me a sign when it's okay to come across, and I'll...
Sorry.
Of course.
Apologies, Google is giving me advice on how to approach Lisbeth.
I mean, you could just ask Phineas.
I mean, I don't know if Phineas is going to give any good advice. Google might be better.
Yeah, just give me a sign when it's okay to come over, and I'll Recon like visibly gulps and looks incredibly nervous, and you just see like slight terror in his eyes as he kind of starts sweating again.
Just come on over. You go talk to Lisbeth. I'll swing this guy around and I'll have a chat with him and ask him about the festival, and then they'll give you plenty of time to talk to Lisbeth.
Okay.
He just puts his hand and just guides you along with him.
Oh, we're going now. Okay.
Now it's as good as ever.
But I'm not ready. And Recon is kind of following Phineas, but like looking a bit like a dog being walked along the street when it doesn't want to move.
You've got a car with you. You've got this beautiful flower. You're going to be just fine.
Ikaru stands on Recon's shoulders, on his back legs, and just kind of does like a He-Man pose where he flexes his front arms.
See? Ikaru says you got this.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Well, before we see how well Recon does with good old Lisbeth, Kalinxa, our new player, I think it's about time we brought you in.
Thanks.
You're just sat at the back, eating some food. What exactly are you doing?
She's not been eating the food, she's been picking at it, watching everybody very intently. I'm very curious as to what's going on and who everyone is.
Is there anybody in particular you seem to be paying close attention to?
She catches a glimpse of Maisie, who she recognises from her past, who was dating her twin brother many years ago, and Maisie was the last person to see him alive. She keeps glancing over, and Maisie's not looking.
Maisie, roll perception.
Okay. Hopefully it's better than my last one.
It's very odd and awkward, and you do notice this person at the end of the table keep glancing at you from time to time. In fact, come to think of it, she's kind of been in your sight wherever you've gone so far.
Linksy continues to watch Maisie.
The fuck is your problem?
I was not expecting that.
You know the problem.
Normally that would be true, to be honest, but in this case, I think you're mistaken.
You
Oh, I'm not
definitely don't
mistaken, dear.
recognize her.
I'm not mistaken, dear. You know.
I know quite a few things. Well, the dice would say otherwise quite a lot, to be honest. But I know quite a few things, but I still don't know what you mean.
My brother?
Your brother?
You were dating him many years ago.
I was...
And you ran off with him.
I-
Where is he?
I don't know anyone's brother. Like, specifically no one has a brother that I know.
Well, he may not have talked about me, but I was there in the background.
This This is slightly awkward then, since, hi, nice to meet you. I don't actually know where he is or if he's alive.
Well, how many people's brothers do you run off with?
Well, I mean, the problem here is, I know who you mean, but, he may or may not have got sucked into the ethereal plane.
May or may not. What were you
Yes. Holding on to a tree outside the library, trying not to be sucked in.
I somehow don't believe you.
Well,
I never trusted you.
I don't know what to say. I mean, sorry?
Where did this happen?
Back outside the If we're being quite frank, I wasn't entirely sure that book wasn't a spell book.
So it was your fault?
No. I did tell him not to read aloud.
But you gave him the book.
No. You seem to be misrepresenting the power dynamics here somewhat. Okay. He was quite pretty. But he kept promising me a certain volume. And, not my fault if he read the wrong thing afterwards.
Did you try to stop him?
I mean... I have some questions. Wait. No. I'm just going to come out and say it, but don't tell my party I phrased it like this. Were you not a cat before?
I'm in disguise.
You a thorough disguise.
I might have stolen a few things to get here, so I'm trying to keep away from the guards. You tell them. I won't be responsible for my actions.
I mean, I'm not overly fond of the guards. They were quite rude to me last time when I tried to shove past them to see what was going on, and they didn't just let me. Rude. So that's fine. I would prefer to dial that back a few steps and say, you don't stab me, I don't stab you, no one tells the guards anything.
Okay. But I do want to get down to the bottom of this. I need to find him.
Okay. However, there is one problem. Still have the book, still have a lot of books. May have misled it a little bit. I'm not saying just because I've got my own place, it is filled with books, but if you want to visit, I might have to move some books off a chair.
Okay. We need to find it.
I'll work on that.
Please.
Do not tell the fire brigade about the books.
I'll try not to, as long as you don't tell the guards. It's fine.
No guards, no fire brigade, no stabbing.
I'm still not 100% trusting you yet.
Welcome to the tower.
Thank you. Would you like some bread?
Actually, yes, I was looking for some. There's a fire over there, and I've been reading about this new thing called toast that people are doing, where you introduce the bread to the fire, and magically, it's hard, crispy, and you can put things on it.
I've tried toast. It's very nice.
Let's have some toast.
Okay.
No stabbing.
No stab. Only toast.
I think I like you, which is the... Can I just... Are you an illusion?
I have an illusion, yes. So I'm not recognized.
You have an illusion, but you are not fully in it. You are a real thing?
Yes.
Generally speaking.
I'm not part of your imagination, dear. I am here.
Oh, it's not my fucking imagination I'm worried about, let me tell you. Okay. I will take you at not face value, which is kind of nice to just come out and admit. And we'll have some toast.
Okay. Toast.
As you break bread, quite literally, with each other, after coming to quite a peaceful resolution very fast for you guys, to be fair. Doop, boop, boop. We'll go back to Rekon and Phineas. As you approach the table where Theodore and Lisbeth are having lunch.
Rekon just kind of veers off and starts looking at like this table full of food, and just kind of listens to the conversation that Phineas is having over his shoulder.
Phineas just sits down next to Theodore and basically spins his chair around so Theodore faces him and just starts talking to him about the fair. So, Theodore, tell me what's going on here. We've never been to this fair. I'm not from this place. You're here to help us, right? What's going on? Tell me about this place.
Ah, Phineas. It's been a while. I'm so glad that you aren't dead.
Yes, that is
How are
definitely
you?
one of my best features of not being dead. I'm doing well. How are you doing? Tell me more about this festival, though. This is what we're here for, isn't it? As Phineas is like scooting his hand along to Rekon to tell him to get going towards Lisbeth.
Indeed, Phineas. We've lost many good people to the tower. Thankfully, we're not here remembering you, though.
No, of course not. I would be fine no matter what. But yeah, we should remember the other people. And how do we go about doing this? Phineas just keeps scooting Rekon to get on with it. Does not like talking to Theodore.
You need to go get a coin, sir. Have you not got any yet?
I have not gotten any coins yet. Can you show me where I can find these coins?
Of course, come with me, Phineas. I always
Yes,
liked you. Don't tell the others, but you're my favourite.
How could I not be, Theodore? Clearly you're the favorite here, too. Oh, this hurts. As Phineas walks away, he'd like to use
Theodore hands you a glass of mead.
Absolutely. Phineas will take a sip, and as he walks away, he will use his thaumaturgy to create some romantic atmospheric music in the background while Rekon's talking to Elizabeth.
Theodore and Phineas stroll off, cheering each other. Like, they clink glasses in respect to the dead as they walk off. And Theodore takes Phineas. We're just skipping past this. And we'll just go through there. And we'll go back over to Rekon and Lisbeth. Lisbeth is currently stuffing her face. She is not graceful about this.
Oh no. Okay, Rekon just kind of shyly walks up to her with both his hands behind his back. And just kind of stands there waiting for her to notice him. He will stand there as long as it takes.
She's literally stuffing her face. She is so happy right now. Until she looks up over towards Theodore. Theodore? Oh, where'd you go? And then she looks towards Rekon. Oh, I'm so glad you made it out.
Hi, Elizabeth. How are you enjoying the festival?
She picks up a napkin next to the plate and sort of she doesn't wipe her, she just dabs her face very gently, but there's just grease all over from the ham. Have you tried the ham yet? So good. So good.
No, I've no, I haven't. I just want to make sure, Lisbeth, are you like actual Lisbeth, or are you the spell Lisbeth?
She looks a little confused, and then... Oh! Yeah, I'm bad at the illusions.
Oh, I was just asking because, like, I wanted to make sure I was talking to the right Lisbeth.
It's definitely me, silly.
Oh. Good. So, Ikari's better? And I kind of tilt my head towards Akaru, who sat on my shoulders. Kind of, with his front paws over his eyes.
She stands up and sort of like bends over towards Ikaru on your shoulder and sort of does like a nose to nose rub with Ikaru. I'm so
immediately
glad.
steps back. Oh, yeah, he's a lot better. Thank you for looking after me while he wasn't well, and yeah. I got you something and I really hope you like it! And I hold out the flower in front of me, close my eyes, and flinch as if I'm gonna get hit.
You wouldn't know because you're sort of closing your eyes and looking away a little bit, but she looks a bit confused until she looks at the flower and smiles. Thank you! It's so pretty! Aww. And she puts it behind her ear so it like pokes out in her hair. How does it look?
You look even prettier with the flower now.
She blushes slightly.
Recon skipped blushing and just gone like beet red.
I wish I got you something. And she looks around rather panicked and picks up some ham and holds it out.
No, you don't need to. You could, maybe we could go to the festival together? Recon starts chewing the inside of his cheek, and Ikaru just scurries down Recon's back, hiding from the awkwardness.
I'd love to. What do you want to do first?
Oh, what do you want to do? Apart from eat the ham.
She looks down at the floor. Yeah, I suppose I've eaten a lot.
No, I didn't mean that. I wasn't very hungry, and I thought maybe we could go and try and do something else instead. And I don't really know what else is here, and like it's my first festival of the Last Rites or the Last Rites Fair, and I just and like Recon just starts verbal diarrhea, doesn't really know what to say.
She points over towards the show at the stage. Oh, we should go watch the show. I think they're doing a drinking contest soon.
Oh. Okay. Recon awkwardly holds his hand out.
Oh.
She takes your hand and sort of pulls you, in a sense, very excitedly towards the show.
There is a bit of a dazed expression on Recon's face, and his cheeks are now purple. I take it we're going to sit down at the show, right?
Yeah, but before
okay.
that, we're going to...
Oh.
Well, yeah, you choose a seat.
Okay, we'll sit here. Everybody's...
Perry, You sit watching the show, and then all of a sudden you see Recon appear with Lisbeth.
Parry just kind of eyes Reckon and kind of just gives him the 2 thumbs up and like, "You got this." And yeah, that's it. I mean, she might actually go towards looking over here.
Sorry about that. Just had to go plug things back in because my dog pulled plugs out.
That's okay.
You approach a couple of stalls with some basic sweets and bread. There seems to be a turtle looking at some weapons on the other stall.
She's not kind of interested in weapons because she's still got kindness that Leaf made her. So she's probably just gonna like look at the bread and sweets and like check out the prices and if she can buy anything of it. At the moment, she is kind of broke.
You notice there doesn't seem to be anybody manning the stalls. You do, however, see a basket filled with small change.
So here's the thing. Either I should be evil or I should be kind. I don't know. Is there any prices on the bread?
There's a sign just above all of the bread.
What does it say?
Basically, pay what you think it's worth. Please leave money in basket.
She grabs like a small piece of bread and then she leaves 3 silver in the basket.
As you drop 3 silver in the basket, you see another sign stating that all proceeds go towards the families who were lost in the tower.
She adds 7 more silver, so she adds 4 gold.
Guilting my way into taking your money.
Wow.
Oh, you are! Yeah, I've already pulled 1 gold piece. And then she kind of wanna walk around, trying she can find where you can get the small offering coins.
Oh no.
Okay. Just for context as well, it's over there, Pyrrha.
Boom. Ah!
Maisie.
Now, you're right, that really is toast. Very good. Very good indeed. I even put a bit of cheese on that last one. Have you tried that?
I have tried it. I also have a question for you.
Oh.
Whilst you're eating your cheesy toast.
Is it about the toast?
No.
Oh.
Do you always date younger men?
So I heard we've got to get coins from back here for the ceremony. So I think we should do that.
No. I require an answer.
I think we should do that.
Get back here.
They run off into the clearing. Phineas. So, Theodore has led you up towards the statue of the Divine. You've had a little bit of a drink on the way there. You're feeling a little bit merry. Like, not overly merry or drunk or anything, but you definitely feel the effects. It was a very good honeyed mead.
Delicious.
Yes, you just take the coins, and when you're ready to say goodbye, you throw it in the lake. And then later, there'll be a very special sending ceremony.
And you take 1 coin per person.
Oh dear, how many people have you lost? Good God!
Me, not that many, but I know of someone who's lost quite a few.
Oh good. Oh dear. I do apologize for them. Oh. But death can be seen as a beginning, not just an end.
I hope she'll come to see it that way too.
Well,
As Phineas picks up 2 coins and puts them in his pocket to plan to give to Perry later.
it's been amazing talking to you, Phineas.
It has
I
indeed.
see
It's been
why
good catching
you're my
up, Theo.
favorite. We don't get much time away from the tower and the chats. We should do this more.
We should definitely do this more often, especially if you bring more of this delicious mead.
If you really like the mead, maybe you should take part in the drinking contest. I might be taking a chance myself.
It's a drinking contest, you say?
Oh yes, on the main stage. Ever so much fun.
Would there be a prize involved in this drinking contest?
Usually monetary, yes. It
I'm
is
always...
2 gold to enter, though.
I'm sure
But
we can
winner takes
spare
all.
that. Exactly.
I'll tell you what, if I win, I might half the winnings with you if you choose to do the same.
Of course, we've been having such a lovely time. I mean, it's the least we can do, right?
He holds his hand out as if wanting to shake your hand.
Phineas shakes his hand.
Good, it's a deal.
A deal it is.
But I do apologise. I must go back to Lisbeth. We were in the middle of talking about how to proceed with things now.
I think Lisbeth will probably be busy, but you can definitely go have a look.
Oh, I wonder what she'd be busy doing. Well, I hope your friend feels better soon.
I hope so too.
Have a good time as you see him walk past Perry.
Phineas is a bit taken aback to find Perry here already. But he walks up to her slowly. Says, hey, I was actually just looking for you. I thought you might want to take these coins to pay tribute. As he holds up these coins for you and kind of looks past you, not really at you, because he's afraid of what he might see.
Parry just stares like a dead kind of stare at the coins as he reaches forward to grab the coins without touching Phineas at all. Gives him a short nod and then walks up towards the altar.
They're to be thrown in the lake when you're ready to pay your respects, is what Theodore told me. I thought you might like to know. As Phineas starts wandering off towards whatever he saw on the side there.
Parry heads towards the altar to pray.
At this time, Maisie and Kalinxi would have walked through the clearing.
So yeah, I think it's over here somewhere. Oh,
You still haven't answered my question.
do you think we should talk to the man, or do you think we just go over there, or do you think... Is that a summoning? No, look, I've got too many questions about summoning circles, let's not.
I think you should just stop deflecting and answer my question, dear.
I'm not using the library shield just now, what are you talking about?
My brother,
Yes.
he was 20 when you were dating him.
Uh-huh.
So, have you always dated younger men?
Now, before I come to an answer on that, I want to point out several things. Number one, very presumptuous about my age, young lady.
Well, you don't look 20.
Phineas, could you roll perception, please?
Hell yes.
Just for context, how loud are you two talking? Like just a normal conversation, or are you a normal volume, or are you trying to be quiet?
Normal volume.
Normal volume.
Phineas definitely can hear you.
Vinny just stops short of whatever he was walking at and just listens for a bit and pretend he's staring at it, pondering and what's going on, but meanwhile just definitely listening on the drama.
Secondly, what's that got to do with the price of toast?
Well, I just wanted to know your thoughts on your relationship. I need to know.
Relationships a stretch.
Well, he never really spoke to me, so that's why I'm trying to get your perspective, because he's disappeared.
Well, did I or did I not tell you about the gash that swallowed him?
Yes.
I realised after that came out my mouth I could have phrased that better.
Yeah, I was surprised at the words there.
Was it your gash?
The ethereal plane spell that swallowed him was not mine.
But you were involved in making it.
Maisie, roll perception, please. Once more, there's this cold wind that seems to send a shiver down your spine. But this time, you're pretty sure you heard giggling.
Did you hear that?
Hear what?
I promise you this isn't one of these deflecting, I'm trying to distract you and run away moments. Genuinely, that cold breeze there just was laughed.
No?
That would seem logical, but at the same time, yes, maybe?
Does this happen often to you?
No.
So it's not an age thing. Got it.
Kids these days, I tell you.
He just chuckles.
Of course you're here.
You two can roll perception if you want to see if you hear Phineas chuckle.
Yes.
Unless he's just literally laughing out loud.
No, just a chuckle, trying to hold it in.
Chuckle away.
Okay, Kalinxi would have heard. Maisie wouldn't.
Have something to add, do we?
Oh shit.
Nothing to add, just definitely think it might have been an age thing. Hi, Maisie, as Phineas looks at Maisie behind her.
So it could be a deflecting thing, you agree, yes?
Don't know about deflecting, but definitely an age thing.
Now, listen, Mr. I was scared of ghosts up until not too long ago. You were being very sweet out there, and I was getting to like you. You didn't hear anything.
That's generally what I go by, Miss. I don't like tight spaces.
It's not all tight spaces, just enclosed ones that are tight, yes. Anyway, weren't we here to get a coin Then the wind giggled at me, which
Supposedly.
I am not in a court of law. We do not need to use allegedly.
I believe the coins are over there, as he points at Perry standing over by the statue. But I think now might not be the best time.
You might be right. What's this charming person over here? Then maybe they'll have a coin, and I would need to do that awkwardness plus this awkwardness plus whatever you're going to bring to this too.
I'm not done with you. But get your coin.
Okay.
Ah, young lady, welcome, welcome, welcome.
See, someone thinks I'm young.
I don't think they were talking to you, dear.
Phineas just tries to not chuckle again.
The tiefling in front of you sort of looks towards Phineas, like, very like, are these two with you?
Yes.
Oh,
Don't ask me
sir.
why.
How lucky to have such beautiful ladies with you.
Yes, quite. Aren't I the lucky one?
Yes, moving on. How are we all? Are we here to pay respects to somebody?
Yes, we are. And I was here to get a coin, and I was going to go over to the fountain, but I can't go over to the fountain because of social awkwardness or... Yeah. Do you have any coins by any chance?
Ha! I sell more than what the coins can offer, dear. I offer a
What do
chance
you
to
s-
commune with the spirits themselves. If you've lost somebody, maybe you would get them. But if you're just after a coin, they're over near the fountain. I don't think they're real anyway. It's all for show.
Now listen, maybe that's the way to find your brother. Maybe you should commune with a spirit. I think it'll be fine.
Okay, we'll try it.
Okay.
But I don't think he's dead.
How about I tell you how it works?
Phineas just looks at the two of you and is like, Maisie, what did you get yourself into now?
Zero eye contact with Phineas at all is happening at the moment.
Right, you were about to tell us how it worked.
Indeed. You pick a color elixir, depending on what you wish to gain from this encounter. And he points towards a circle of mushrooms on the other side of the clearing. And then you go meditate in that circle. The spirits may wish to commune with you, or they simply may not. Who knows?
So you're here to sell us something that may or may not work.
I am selling you the opportunity, my friend. Not the experience. The experience is for you and you alone. That was a pretty good sales pitch. I was impressed.
Well, I'm not interested in this experiences, but I did hear talk about a drinking contest.
Well, that does sound a bit more down your lines.
Yes, I hear it's starting soon. If you do not wish to commune with your loved ones, you should hurry along.
My loved ones are still alive, so I don't think I'll be communing with them. I should move on to the drinking contest. You ladies have fun with whatever you're doing. Also, hope to see you again? Question mark. He says
Yeah.
to
Question mark.
to whoever's with Maisie, and he doesn't realize that he never introduced himself.
Yes, I'll see you soon. Enjoy your drinking.
Yes, you keep an eye on Maisie and make sure she doesn't cause more trouble.
Oh, I will.
I like her. He just says as he walks off.
So now the gentleman has left. What can I do for you two? What do you wish to gain?
Dead, so I won't be taking a coin.
And you, madam?
I have to say I'm rather intrigued by the whole thing, to be honest.
I have heard some people end up invigorated after their communion with the spirits. Some even vouch they have new abilities and strengths.
That
Now
sounds
he
like
says
the
that.
sales pitch for the jelly bean, to be honest. I am very interested now for no reason in particular. I think I want to try and commune.
Oh. Very wise choice. It would normally be 5 gold, but for you, because you're so pretty, how about 2?
Oof.
She is not even going to negotiate after the conversations that have just been going on around her. You called her pretty. You've got 2 gold.
Oh, which color would you like, my dear? Be careful. I don't quite understand, but the color seems to alter the results slightly.
Oh no. What colors are there?
He points out towards the whole tables. You see blue, red, white, and green.
I think I'm going to go for red.
He hands you a red potion, and he tells you, "Very good choice, dearie. Now go and sit inside the circle. Imbibe your potion, and let your inhibitions go."
Okay, that doesn't sound ominous at all.
Enjoy your experience.
Thank you. I think I'll let you know how it goes.
As you walk off to the circle. Recon!
Yes.
Yay!
Oh, I'm so glad you came back.
From the dungeon, or?
Of course.
Oh,
We lost so many people to that floor.
I'm
So many good people. And she has a very sad look on her face at this point.
I'm glad I got back too. Do you wanna, like, pay your respects?
Oh, I will be.
Did you lose someone special? Recon kind of looks at the floor as he says that.
Oh, no, no, no. I mean, there is one person. But they're still here.
Oh. Well, that's good. Recon looks really disappointed.
But I have a different part to play. I'm sure you'll see.
What do you mean?
Oh, is that the time? Oh, Recon. Oh, I'm sorry. I need to run off. I'll see you at the lake, right? You're going to the lake?
Yeah. I'll see you at the lake.
She runs off, very huge grin on her face with the flower still in her hair, and she's like running but looking straight at you, smiling with the biggest grin and waving with the widest wave you've ever seen as she runs off.
Recon kind of waves back, but it's really small, and then he looks down at his lap where Ikaru's kind of sat, sort of watching Elizabeth run off and waving. Ikaru looks up at Recon and stands with his hand behind his back, and then kind of bows and holds them out in front of him, and then starts laughing to himself, kind of taking the mick out of Recon when he handed Elizabeth the rose. Karu, that's not nice. Don't.
You hear from stage. We'll be taking a very quick break, and then we'll be back with the drinking contest.
Maybe we should go find the others and.
As you see a very rushed Phineas running up towards the stage.
Oh,
Am I too late for the drinking contest?
no, they're about to start.
Oh, thank God. So how'd it go?
She liked the flower. Thank you for the flower. She has someone special.
What do you mean she has someone special? I just saw her running off looking at you with the massive grin.
Yeah, she said that there was someone special, that they were still here, and then she said that she had to run away, and I guess she had to go meet them. So,
Would she say anything about meeting up later? We still have to go to the lake later, right?
yeah, she wanted to meet at the lake, and
See, that's a good thing.
But that's like the end of the festival, right? Everyone's going to be there.
Yeah, well, if she's asking to meet up, that's a good sign, right? I mean, she did look really pretty with that flower in her hair.
She really was, right?
And she looked like she was having a good time. She couldn't stop looking at you. She almost bumped into me as she was running away.
Well, yeah, I guess we'll see at the lake. You're gonna drink though?
I'm gonna be joining in the drinking contest and see what that's all about.
Good luck.
Thanks. Will you be looking for the others?
No, I'll still stay and cheer you on.
Phoenix will never admit this, but he looks a little excited that you're staying.
Do you know if there are any rules to this?
I don't know. I was busy trying to distract Theodore, and all he said was there's a drinking contest, and if he wins, he'll split half with me, so... I like money.
What if you win? Do you have to split half with him?
Yeah, I did make that deal.
Oh.
Half is still better than nothing, and
I guess true.
It was worth it to be able to make sure that you've had enough time with Elizabeth.
Well,
As Phineas starts wandering off towards the stage because he sees everyone's gathering.
Before Phineas walks away, and can I just do a quick herbalism check or something to check to see if I've got any herbs that will help line Phineas's stomach to make it more likely that he won't get completely bladdered?
Well,
just something for him to chew on before he goes on stage.
Did you grab some of that bread?
is there something in particular you have in mind?
I know that we had, like, there were some herbs that you were going to add after we spoke last, but I can't.
Which
Oh,
I
actually,
have.
you have. Okay. So I'm thinking maybe the ginger root, but just any of what I've got that I know might help, like soothe upset tummies.
Well, if you look in your alchemy book, there is a recipe for an energizing tonic, which might help.
Hang on a second. Ooh, okay. Yeah, can I quickly whiz that together?
Roll your herbalism kit.
Okey-dokey. The alchemist supplies, right?
Yes.
Cool.
One second. Okay, while you're whisking that up, which you managed to do, by the way.
Hang on one second. No, that's healing.
I have put it in your inventory so you can hand it to Phineas at your leisure.
Okay. I would also like to activate my overflow.
Oh yes, roll a d20.
Never mind.
So I'll let you give that as we head on over to Perry and Truffaut.
Hello.
Sorry, I just had to chew off my food.
So you're picking up coins, Truffaut?
Aye, picking up some coins.
How many are you picking up?
Just the two for the now.
And as you turn around, you see Perry sat on a prayer mat, praying to the divine.
Oh, you're right, lass. I didn't see you there. You're right.
I'm okay. How are you holding up?
I'm doing alright, I guess. Just hearing about what this festival is about and what those peculiar looking people on the stage were at their masks and what they're about is just
Masks
it's getting to be a bit.
themselves kind of represent different kinds that you can grieve. I read about something in a book with Maisie, and so the different kind of ways you can deal with like grief. There's obviously the sad way, or the more you kind of end up like rejoicing in the good times you had with the people instead of the bad times and the fact that they're gone. And yeah. But I mean, I've heard rumors about that you can pretend to get like an experience, or I don't know. I'm trying to see if I can communicate with my loved ones.
What do you mean communicate though? Like, not here. How are you supposed to communicate with them?
I don't know. I just heard around the place as I walked past that there is like some sort of person trying to like kind of sell it. I think. I don't know. Maybe it's that guy down there at the table.
I think I'll have a little look round and see if I can find someone that sells it. Maybe I can try and contact someone at a miss quite a bit.
I mean, we can try and go down and hear the guy at the table if you know something about it.
I'll go ask him about it as Truffaut makes his way to the table with all the
I just kind of follows. Yeah.
Okay. Maisie. You're up.
So I am going to, I guess, kneel in this circle and have my potion and not be scared.
As soon as you enter the circle, you feel that breeze again, much stronger this time. You even see a few leaves at your feet sort of circle around in the breeze.
Do I notice that it's just around me rather than a breeze, if that makes sense?
From your perspective, yes, it is just around you.
Can I use detect magic to see if I sense anything?
Of course you can.
Okay.
You feel a very strong connection. The afterlife in this circle. There's definitely something going on here. Magic-wise.
Well, I guess I should have expected that, to be honest. Okay, I guess I'm going to take the potion.
Can you do me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Oh, okay. Oh.
Your eyes feel heavy. As if you could fall to sleep in an instant. Your vision becomes hazy. And you start to see colours that weren't there before. Colours you've not even seen before. As you kind of can't even make out anything beyond the circle. A strange purple mist fills your vision. You manage to stay conscious through this experience. Even with the overwhelming feeling that you could fall to sleep. Through the mist, you see a very strange shape take form.
Do I recognize the shape?
I don't know. Do you? I've been waiting for you, dear. Waiting such a long time. She speaks as if as if 5 people are speaking at once.
Who are you?
We are nothing. We are everything. We are even you.
That's quite a lot to unpick. Why are you here?
You play a very important part in the future of Telesmark. You and you alone will persist.
Me?
You are special. She is special.
I wish she would tell my friends this. What do you mean persist? Why would nothing else persist? Do I want to persist if nothing else persists?
She holds out her hand as you feel as if you're going to be sick, as if you're going to throw up. As you retch, some goo starts to bleed from your eyes, from your mouth, from your nose. You are special. As it starts to form in a very strange shape in front of your face, as this goo is extracted, you realize this is the ink from the book.
Oops.
As in front of you, the shape of a book seems to be forming.
Seems to be. Is forming. Is formed. Can I take the book?
The book looks like it is dripping. It doesn't look real, as the ink sort of drips away, revealing a very dark leather book. It seems to be bound.
This is my book now?
This is the book. This is your book. Never lose this book. As she says, never lose this book. You notice an eye opens on the book itself, on the cover, as the eye darts around looking until it fixates on you and glows The iris of the eyes glows a deep purple.
This is both ominous and kind of cute, to be honest. I enjoyed everything you said there. Is there a reason I shouldn't lose it? Not that I intend to.
The world depends on it, dear. The
Oh, no,
world
sure.
depends.
It's always the
As you
second one
start-
that depends on it.
As the fog seems to fade, she seems to disappear with the fog. And so does the book. As you are whipped back to reality.
That was a bit weird. So there's no book. There's no book.
Roll perception, I guess?
Roll for book.
Roll for book.
Oh no.
I'm scared. This is the worst roll ever.
You don't seem to see a book. The book disappeared in the wind. As you stand up, you feel your belongings to be slightly heavier. As you put your hand in your pouch, that very book you saw is right there.
I'm going to just close that pouch over because those are questions that I don't need to be adding to the list that are being asked of me at the moment. And stand up, maybe slightly wobbly. Oh. Well, that was some. Oh yeah, coin. I really should get the coin. I'm going to forget otherwise, frankly.
Okay, as you go get a coin. Harry, Trefo.
Oh.
A good day, sir.
Hi, do you know any way to get in contact with the dead?
With the dead?
Oh, sorry, first time in this festival, like, I lost
I
them.
think what he means is, do you know anywhere we can get in contact with our loved ones?
Well, I suppose you could always try a psychic.
Psychic, you say?
Indeed, I don't know any. Do you?
No, I don't know anything at this moment right now.
What are these bottles you have?
Oh, the flavoured water, dear. Would you like one? 50 silver piece. We have strawberry. We have blueberries. We have forest berries. And elderberries.
I'll have an elderberry.
He hands you a green bottle and takes the 50 silver pieces. The elderberry is my favourite. And for you, sir, would you like one of my humble drinks? They're all homemade.
No, I'm alright, thank you. Look nice, but I'm alright for the now.
Oh, no problem. Maybe you would like some mead instead. They're starting the drinking competition. Oh, right now. You'd best hurry.
Well, drinking competition, you say? That sounds right down my street.
Oh, yes.
whereabouts
Don't
is
touch
it,
the
my-
stuff
my-
myself. Over on
Are
the
you
main stage, sir.
Main stage, right? Are you coming? Like, I fancy having a bash myself.
You'd best hurry then.
Don't mind me asking, but the circle you have over there, the circles over there, what's that for?
What circle?
She kind of points behind her.
The mushrooms.
Yeah.
Yes, the mushrooms.
So there's nothing.
I can't
great
make a
about
drink
it.
out of mushrooms. Well, I could, but it wouldn't be very good.
Depends
would
on the
it?
flavor.
Well,
anyway, down the hatch. Peregrine opens the bottle and just chucks down elderberry.
it tastes
Drink.
exactly as you would think it does. Refreshing.
It is indeed.
You'd best hurry to cheer your friend on. We'll be closing soon here now. It's almost time for the rite of passage. Hurry along, dear. As he turns away and starts packing his bottles of drinks up.
Para just like kind of quickly walks towards the entrance and then.
You all hear through the forest clearing. Main stage for the drinking contest. Main stage. So, Recon and Phineas. Recon was brewing a potion for Phineas, which he did rather well.
Phineas, try when just before you start. Drink this. And Recon hands the potion over to Phineas.
Phineas, you
Are
now
you-
have
are-
your potion.
Are you sure this will help?
Yeah, it'll. Just trust me.
Right. Phineas chugs the potion as he walks up on the stage.
You feel
Truffaut.
a little energetic. For lack of better words, I guess. It makes you a little bit hyper.
Oh no, am I Reiko now?
Not that energetic.
Oh, okay.
I don't think anything could be that energetic.
Phineas sits down and just starts smiling and gives a big thumbs up to Recon.
The red one turns around and starts taking the 2 gold from all participants as the blue one goes up to the front and says, "We have room for one more."
The Truffaut turns to Recon and Akaru and just gently says, like, "I reckon I should have a bash."
Oh yeah, do it.
And Truffaut just loudly just goes, "I'll join! Go on! Why not?" As I walk onto the stage.
We'll be starting soon. Get ready. The red one takes you over to a seat on this side next to Theodore. And he takes your 2 gold. For the grand prize of 20 gold. The blue one turns around and starts handing little beers around. Little meads. Cups of mead. It will last around a minute and a half. You must sample the ales without throwing up. They get stronger. Oh, they get stronger. As he puts the first one in front of you all. bottoms up.
Let's go.
Hey, let's do it.
Okay, if you're drinking, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Phineas gets advantage.
Whoop, whoop.
Phineas needed advantage.
Just needed it.
Oh no, so did
Oh god!
Trefo, this mead, this honey mead is far too sweet for you. You down it in one, but it's just sickly sweet, and you throw it straight back up. The rest, they take it and think it's pretty good, because it's kind of a local specialty, the first one. One down! One down! Here's to the fallen, as they put the second glass in front of the ones that are left.
Phineas raises it to the ground. To the fallen! And then sips it right away.
The red
Awesome.
one takes Trefo off the stage, just off to the right, off to the left. You go take a seat. Better luck next year.
Hey.
Phineas. It's been
Yes.
about 15-20 seconds now, just so you're keeping count. I need you to
Okay.
make a save Constitution saving throw.
With advantage.
And he needed it again.
This one tastes very similar to the first one, except it seems to have been brewed for longer, giving it that harsher taste. You've drank way stronger than this. You're fine. So are the others.
Phineas just slams it down and looks at Theodore and says, "This is not as strong as the one we had before."
So about 25 seconds in now. The next one. Phineas. Constitution saving throw.
With advantage.
Oh, let's go.
You can roll on the table for Constitution. As you take this drink back, it doesn't taste honey at all. In fact, it tastes more like what you're used to. This is... It kind of reminds you of home a little bit. Like,
Oh no.
yeah. You've definitely drank this ale before, but you can't remember when. Or where. It's kind of warming to you, though.
Comforting.
The old
Can we have
man
more of these?
gets taken off as he throws up. We're looking about 40 seconds to 45 as the crowd bursts into cheers. And Recon, Maisie, Harry, they all start cheering your name. I guess.
I guess.
Phineas! Phineas! Phineas!
As the
Okay.
next cup is
Phineas.
placed in front of you. This one is a lot darker. It has a more potent smell to it.
Oh goody.
Constitution saving throw, please.
With advantage.
Oh!
It's not very pleasant, but you hold it back. It starts to grow on you, but like, nah, you wouldn't. As the old guy next to you throws up all over you.
Ugh. Bring back the other mead.
He knocks the cups all over the place.
Okay, can someone take him off the stage, please?
As the red one takes him off the stage and he sits back down. Oh, Just a second, we'll need to clean up a little. This one's a messy year. As they
While they're cleaning up,
taking up.
Are they both distracted while they're clearing up?
The blue one's clearing up, while the red one seems to be entertaining you all.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Nice try.
After a little while, it's all clean, and they put the next one in front of you. It's been about 1 minute, 10 seconds since you drank the potion.
Mm-hmm.
The effects have wore off.
Yep.
Between you and Theodore. Either way, you know you're getting something.
Phineas looks over at Theodore, clearly a little affected by the alcohol, and just holds out his hand and is like, well, at least we got it.
Theodore slurs his words slightly. Bottoms up!
To the fallen!
As you both clink glasses, like you did prior. To the fallen! Constitution saving throw. This one is absolutely disgusting. Like, you get a sense it's probably the bottom of the barrel at the bottom of the drip trays combined. Theodore can't take it. He throws up everywhere.
Yes!
Phineas,
Phineas! Phineas! Phineas!
you're feeling extremely queasy right now.
Yep.
Like, you could throw up at any minute. But you hold it back, and you are crowned the winner. As the blue one brings you forward, the movement makes you a little bit more queasy.
Stop rocking the stage, please.
As they both grab your hands, lift it up, and the crowd just bursts into cheer. And they hand you the 20 gold prize as they take you off the stage. At this point, it's getting a little darker. That concludes the festives today. It's almost time to say goodbye. Make sure you have your coins at the ready to be thrown in the lake for the last rites. We've been wonderful. You've been okay. I hope you find peace. As they bow and walk off stage.
Phineas stumbles over towards Recon, gives him a big hug.
Recon hugs back.
Phineas stinks of puke, by the way.
Yeah. Recon hugs back, but he's trying to maintain his distance.
Truffaut walks over to Recon and Phineas and
Oh yeah.
He can just smell Phineas from a mile away.
You're not smelling too good yourself either, sir.
Don't judge me, you're the one that drank the dirty pint.
You did really well, Phineas. Congratulations.
Thank you. And as you, I would like to roll sleight of hand to see if I could slip Recon half the gold. But he's drunk, so it's gonna go fantastic, of course.
With disadvantage.
Yep, nope, nailed it.
You drop the prize money on the floor.
Oh, you
Not
dropped
just some of
Phineas,
it, but all of it.
Phineas, you drop your money.
You dropped your money.
How drunk are you?
Not drunk. You're drunk.
Maybe
Says the
I
man
should.
that stopped his money.
Maybe I should look after this until you. Are you okay?
I'll be fine. Let's go to the lake and meet your girlfriend.
Oh.
Wow.
Recon blushes in exactly the same way as Drunky just did. Recon blushes, crouches down to pick up the money and kind of looks at Phineas and then sort of says, "Do you want me to give you this when you're better?"
Sure, we'll talk about it later.
Oh,
Defoe looks
okay.
confused at Phineas and says, "Friend, what?"
Don't worry about it. I'll tell you later when you're not so drunk.
Oh, don't judge me.
Did I? The red one said something about like special coins for remembering people.
Did you not collect the coins?
No, I want one.
We should quickly go to the clearing.
Why don't I take him? Because you maybe should stay upright and focus on that.
Sure, get me 2 as well.
Okay, I can do that.
Phineas
Sorry.
grabs onto Truffaut and says, "We'll head down to the lake and we'll see if we can find your friend," as he tries to drunkenly wink at Rekon.
Recon blushes again and looks at Maisie to see if she's seen and cottoned on to what's going on.
I'll make sure that Truffaut doesn't fall over because he's drunk.
Yeah, just Okay, come on, Maisie.
Truffaut walks with Phineas to where the last rites are, but making sure that Phineas isn't staggering about the place.
Good luck.
Okay. Everybody seems to funnel through this clearing over here. Which nobody's been to yet.
Priorities.
Oh, I already went there.
I would like to see if Maisie and Reckon are having any conversations.
So this is where I got mine. I'll take 2 for Phineas.
How much are they?
There. Nothing.
Oh. Okay. Okay then. Recon picks up 3.
Okay. Shall we head and find the others?
Yeah. Do you think that the coins have to be used for people that are dead? Or just gone?
I think just gone. Gone for you?
Okay. Recon leans over, picks up another 2, and silently turns around and walks away.
Maisie's not going to comment, but has noted this.
As you make your way back over to the clearing, we'll go back to the others as they stand in front of a seemingly glowing lake, surrounded by other people who seem to be throwing their own coins in to the lake. Everyone seems to be in quiet contemplation. It's kind of eerily quiet. You see the 5 heads of the house. They all throw a handful of coins in each as they take their position. To watch. It's everybody else's turn.
Phineas is standing there looking around, trying to see if he can find Perry. And then he scuttles over to her drunkenly. What's the worst that could happen?
Oh no. Oh no.
Phineas just crouches down next to her quietly and doesn't say anything.
Perry is currently kneeling on the shoreline of the lake, having the 2 coins that Phineas gave her earlier in her hands and kind of sitting there praying. Not even noticing Phineas.
I know. By the way, Phineas is drunk, but Wes realizes he forgot to take the coins from Maisie first.
Again, drunkenness.
Truffaut is sitting down, looking at his 2 coins, thinking about his late wife and child.
Recon kind of walks up alongside Truffaut and pulls out 2 coins and kind of holds them up to Truffaut and nods before throwing them in.
Is that everybody's coins gone in?
No,
Phineas,
not yet.
Oh, I haven't
No, not
heard
yet.
it
Not
Like, she's
yet.
still praying.
Phineas realizes that Maisie's there. Is like, Kitty, thank you. You look like you're glowing. Are you glowing?
I think you're drunk. Here's your 2 coins.
Thank you.
You are feeling.
Shh,
I don't know how I feel about this. Okay, I'm sorry.
Phineas crouches back down and sits there with his 2 coins and drops them in as well, next to Perry.
Perry gets done praying and just kind of chucks them in the water, quietly whispering, "Bye, Mum," and "Bye, Dad," as 2 tears leave her eyes and roll down her cheeks slowly.
Truffaut gives Recon his 2 coins that he picked up earlier, and just says to him, like, "Use it. You can have them."
No, I've already got some. You throw them in.
Right then, laddie. As Truffaut's thrown in the coins, he just whispers, I love you, Lisa. And Julius, I miss you a lot."
Killing sick.
Recon throws one of the coins in and says, "I hope I find you at some point, Mama."
Blink goes into the water, remembering her brother, and starts crying.
Recon throws the next coin in and says, I hope you find your way home, Leaf." And with the last coin, says, "Thank you for Ikaru, Ryuki." And then just closes his eyes.
With your eyes closed, you feel the brush of somebody as they walk past you. A faint hand on your shoulder as they step in front of you and start stepping onto the lake itself, walking across the water. This masked figure looks at everybody, completely silent. This figure has a staff in their hand. It's adorned with many jewels and trinkets. The water beneath their feet glows. As they lift the staff upwards to the sky. And they start to do a dance that's very soft and prominent. As this figure dances along the water, it starts to glow more. As you see strange symbols form across the surface of the water. You think you hear soft music, which seems to keep pace with the song, with the dance itself. Ikaru, sorry, Rekon. Could you please roll perception? As this figure's dancing, you kind of get a little glimpse underneath the hood. You can't tell what it is, but you see a glint of something. You feel a slight connection to it, but you're not sure why or what. As the dance carries on, you see the very waves beneath start swirling beneath. As the coins start to release small blue orbs. Through the waves, you can see what looks to be a very small animal, which seems to be dancing alongside this person. Rekon, you feel very drawn towards this thing, as if you know what this thing is, but can't quite put your finger on it. It gives you very similar feelings that Ikaru gives you. But this thing isn't real. It seems to be shapes of the water itself, as if you're seeing this in through the mist. The orbs from all the coins start swirling around this person dancing, and they all work together. Everything is flawless. They move as one being. As all of a sudden, the waves start to subside, the dance slows, and the small orbs start reaching towards the sky as you all look up until they disappear, thinking of your loved ones. The water's calm. This masked figure looking very sad from what you can tell. They're wearing a mask and you can't quite make out. But they seem to be walking towards the floor with both hands on the staff. As it stops in front of you, Trefo and Ikaru, and place one hand on your shoulders each. You notice a small strand of pink hair through the hood.
Yes!
As she leaves. Everybody in the crowd sobbing gently, but smiling. This has given a lot of people a lot of comfort as everybody starts to leave, one by one. It's not long before you find yourself all alone, still stood at the lake. Any conversation before we wrap this up?
God, he's drunk. Whatever, he's gonna do it. He stands up and just carefully puts a hand on Perry's shoulder. Doesn't say anything, just stands there with her.
So Perry feels the touch, and because she's like crying so much and dealing with so many emotions currently, that she's like she allows it, because she doesn't really think, or she doesn't really know who's beside her right now.
Maisie, Kalinxa?
Kalinxa wipes her tears and looks at Maisie.
I think Maisie's just doing her best to steer out into the water and avoid any more awkward questions, because a lot of stuff has went down.
Recon, Trefo.
Recon. Oh, go on.
You go first. You go first.
So Recon is just kind of scratching Ikaru under the chin, and sniffing the air where I think he possibly recognises a scent.
Ikaru can roll perception.
Okay.
Ikaru definitely seems excited.
So yeah, Recon's just kind of staring at the water and thinking of his village and his mother.
Prefo's just looking into the lake and just thinking of Lisa and Julius, just trying to hold back tears.
You all spend as long as you need. Nobody is kicking you out. This is your time for reflection and your time to say goodbye. After a while, once you're ready, you all start to make your way out, not even talking to each other because of the somber mood. you all sort of just acknowledge that it'll be okay. Everything's going to be fine. As that is where we leave the session today. I thought you'd be excited about that. Okay.
There's so many feels. At the one hand, I'm very carefully standing here with Perry, and at the other hand, I'm like, I wish I was there, because I don't know if drunk Phineas would have seen or saw or said anything.
You would not know who this person is. You wouldn't have seen the pink hair.
I know exactly who this person is. I was messaging Drunky, I was like, oh my god, it's her!
I hope Drunky now knows why Lisbeth had to run off.
Yep.
Oh dear.
That was so good.
Well, there we have it. Another successful episode of causing emotional damage on all my players. I promised you no trauma, not emotional damage.
Still, emotional damage is trauma.
This was good emotional damage, though. This was
No.
to help you move forward.
Yep. Congratulations, Maisie. There is a magnifying glass on your head.
Oh, yeah. And we all learned a little bit more about each other, really. Even if your characters don't, we all knew. We all know now. So that's something. But yes, join us next week on Saturday as we journey back to Tarun as they emerge from the tunnel from the Halloween special, which we're not going to talk about because, yeah. And then we'll be back in the tower next week on Sunday as we continue through the floors. I hope you're ready, and I hope you're ready for a fight. Until next week...
Is it a fight against emotional damage?
Well, I think it's about time you got to tuck your anger and frustration out in some combat, so you'll probably end up with some combat next week. Just for you guys. You see, this is a process. Trust the process.
Fine. At this point, I don't.
Well, until next time, we'll see you next time. Thank you very much for the gifted subs, Goofball. See you next week. Boop!
Boop.